I cannot believe that I'm recording this with my dirty wall in the background. But what's good, guys? It is your boy here, Cherry, and we're going to be, recording a video that I honestly did not want to record, but it's been on my mind. And, I feel more better just uploading the video and talking about it and just going through it and just not really go through the flow or go through the motions, but more so actually talk about what the title is all about. So, just to keep it simple, I'm going to give a few points here, and I'm going to try and make it seem like I'm not running off a script, because I'm not running off a script. I really am not. But I'm not really that much of a great spokesperson when it comes to free thinking off my head onto, like, just free thinking it. I'm not good at that. But I mean, as time will tell, if I take the content creation more serious, then I feel like, there will be a time where it will definitely get better for sure. But the title of the video is definitely true. And this, I'm even gotten to the point where it may not just be for Call of Duty that I don't want to play M&K on it anymore. I think it's just in general, and I'm going to specify some reasons as to why and kind of help come to a basis towards not just select few people that watches this video, but everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and just start it. This is going to be like all over the place, so like, bear with me. I'm not really a free thinking, person when it comes to like off the dome when it comes to these video ideas. So bear with me. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with the first one. And the first reason as to why I just don't really want to play mouse and keyboard is, let's just start with the fact that I could have any desk in this world, a good desk, like a DIY IKEA desk. And I just don't feel comfortable playing on M&K. Like the input, like I just don't really feel comfortable playing it. And I know a lot of y'all be like, that's crazy. You have played M&K consistently for 3 years on FPS shooters, and you've aim trained for all these hours. Like, why, are you saying that? Well, that's a good question. But the thing is, M&K is an input that just does not really feel comfortable to me in the extent of like M&K. In the simplest way to put it, is a input, like, that isn't really comfortable to me. I just don't feel comfortable playing it. Even if I have a good desk, which as this desk right here is not really that good because there's hardly any space and it's an L-shaped desk, so it's a little bit small in the vertical length. So like I barely have any space to begin with. Even if I had a good desk, a lot of space, I just feel like I could not. It's not a comfortable input for me. Like it feels weird using a mouse and keyboard on FPS games, and it even feels weird when I play games like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals on a mouse and keyboard, which those games are more like PC dominated. Like obviously there's console lobbies as well, but I mean, y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, the first reason is the comfortability aspect. I just don't really feel comfortable. I just don't really feel comfortable playing the input, if that makes sense. And like, using your arm to aim and using like a keyboard to move and stuff. Like, I know you got free range of motion and you got your whole entire body as your best friend in this nature. But however though, I just can't get comfortable playing it. Like it just feels weird, I guess, even after all these years. Alrighty, so another reason as to why I may not be playing M&K on throughout this whole entire channel, depending on what the game is, obviously, is now this one is specifically for Call of Duty. Now we're going to specifically talk about Call of Duty for this one. Now, the reason why I don't want to play mouse and keyboard on a game like Call of Duty is because the input is so inconsistent. Like, I'm not even lying. The input is so freaking inconsistent that it's not even funny. Like, a few games, or depending how the servers are, like, for a few games, it feels like the M&K input is so responsive, so fluidic. Like, everything about it is just going great. Like, I'm having a grand old time. And then next thing you know, when the server starts to, poop the bed a little bit, you're having a situation where the experience isn't really that great. The input feels like crap. So, like, what am I supposed to do? And, like, it's just a very awful experience for M&K players, especially. Like, if you have really good internet and stuff, I don't really think this applies to you, but it could. So, like, who am I to tell? And then a lot of people be like, well, what about controller? Isn't the input for controller as well? also inconsistent? Yes, it is 100% inconsistent as well, but the difference between that is mainly because of the fact that you have aim assist to kind of mask those issues. So when you have aim assist to mask the issues, you know, it's not really something that is as much of a big of a deal, especially to a casual player's perspective, which this game is, at the end of the day, a controller game. So you really got to think to yourself, like, what game you're playing here. Like, are you playing Call of Duty because it's a M&K game, or are you playing Call of Duty because it's a game that's for a controller and stuff? And I could have literally just went on a nuke run there. But yeah, this game is 100% a... Oh my goodness, I just actually hit a clip. That's crazy. But the game is not really consistent enough on mouse and keyboard for me to continue playing it. Like, I'm not saying it, like, in a bad way for the dog on aim assist players or controller players in that regard. I'm just saying, like, I'm not being mean about it either. It's just, when you have aim assist to kind of mask with the inconsistencies of the COD servers and Call of Duty in general, when the frame drops start to drop, like, y'all get what I'm saying? It's just not a great experience at all on mouse and keyboard. And another reason as to why I do not want to play mouse and keyboard is mainly because of the fact that I just don't really have time to play the input anymore. To practice. I just don't really have the time to practice the input, to be honest with you. And with what time I do have, I'm either, you know, eating, sleeping, or, you know, working out and all that stuff. And, you know, mouse and keyboard is such a learning curve where it can take decades, and I mean decades, to really understand mouse and keyboard in its full entire, like, scale. And I just feel like, in my personal opinion, I just feel like I just feel like that I don't really have the time to really learn it, like, you know, aim training on a mouse, you know, with my organized schedule and stuff, you know, with what I want to do with my life and all this and that, X, Y, and Z. I don't think we're going for a nuke in this one. Not anymore. And, like, on a controller, there's not really much thought to it. Because, well, for one, there's aim assist, and it's easy to correct your micro adjustments on on a controller with aim assist compared to, like, a mouse and keyboard. Now, this isn't like a debate whether or not one's better than the other. This is just me telling you that, well, it's more better for a player like me. Like, I'm not going to be playing to play casually. Like, some games I would like to. Like, that would be super nice. Like, if I'm... Okay, so let's just say, like, on M&K, I could go to Kovacs or Aim Labs and train my aim for like 10-15 minutes or just a whole playlist, right? Well, in that case, with a controller, like, all I really gotta do is just play against bots for like 5 or 10 minutes, and there you go. I got the lingo down, and I'm set to go. But even then, I don't really have to, you know, go against bots. It's just, I understand that with a controller, you don't really have to do much of anything. And I'm not dogging on controller players. Like I said, that's just how it is. But, yeah, what I plan on doing is going to Walmart either tomorrow or the day after, depending when. And I'm buying me a PS4 controller. And thankfully, I already know how to play claw on a controller, so I don't have no need to spend $20-some on a PowerA controller that'll break in a week. And plus, the PS4 controller has stiffer joysticks, so that's a plus for me. With all the training and learning that you have to do on a mouse and keyboard, I just don't really have the time to do it these days. I guess, if that makes sense. And, you know, with the controller, it just makes playing games a lot more efficient and easier for me. And I know a lot of y'all may, you know, hate that, and I'm really sorry if you do. Like, I promise I don't mean it in a bad way. I really do promise. But we're going to start doing some controller videos soon. I say, if it's not tomorrow or the next day, well, I'm going to be waiting quite a while till I get one. So there's that. Because I'm not the type of guy to order that type of stuff on a website. Because I'm very impatient when it comes to that. So, Yeah, this game has been going on way too long, man. Like, it just has been. It's unnecessary. But there's not really much I have to say besides the fact that I feel like playing on a controller would just be a lot better for me. And I feel like my experiences would be a lot more better because at the end of the day, I could try my best to make my setup as friendly DIY as I can if I really had the resources to do it with money. I mean, I just feel like the comfortability aspect just would not be there. And, that really does hurt me to say, like, a whole lot, but that's just how it is. Like, I just don't really feel comfortable on it. And plus, like, I perform way better on a controller. Like, I've dropped multiple nukes, and this isn't about, well, it's just all about dropping nukes and stuff. Like, I'm just saying, with a controller, I can play casually, and I can play aggressive and sweat. But with a mouse and keyboard, there's really no way to play casually on COD or a lot of FPS games these days. No, obviously you can if you want to, but, like, majority of M&K players are, sweaty by nature. I mean, my dad's a casual M&K player, but he plays games like, Daggone Age of Empires Command and Conquer, and I play those games too. I mean, I don't play really Marvel Rivals these days. I don't play Overwatch. I mean, I don't play games like that. I mean, if I had a console, I probably would, but I just don't play games like that. Can this match be over? Please. Alright, we got the point. Oh my gosh, we dropped 84 and 11. What a game. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all are not really necessarily upset by the video or anything. To the fellow new viewers or my subscribers, I hope y'all are not really upset. I really do apologize. Because, like, I've been meaning to do this video for some time now, even when I used to do, like, content on my other channel, Milk Leaf, that used to be under the name of Nexty at the time, but, you know, I mean, I just feel like this will be a good change for me and for my content going forward. We got a lot of things planned. We are going for Singularity. I got ARs and SMGs Platinum. And I'm just waiting until I get the controller. We're going to be live streaming. We're going to be talking about my workout routine, schedule, and all that. But I'm not going to be rambling on anytime longer, though. If y'all want to tune in to streams, I'll drop it in the description below. Other than that, it's your boy here, Cherry. I'm signing out of here. Love y'all. Peace. God bless. Bye.